Hey there, how are you doing? This is Kali from Tech Fancier. So, a few days back, we have installed this Horizon Droid version 5.2 SuperNova on our Redmi Note 12 4G. So, I have been using this for quite some time. So, what are all the observations that I have made, I will be sharing in this video. So, let's get started. So first and foremost, this is the HorizonDroid 5.2 SuperNova based on Android 15 with the latest security patch of 5th April 2025, and the kernel here is 5.148. The build date is 18 April, which is almost a week back. So what is exactly this ROM is about? So well, this HorizonDroid is almost like Evaluation X or something, but it is in the later version, which is almost equal to the Pixel Experience Plus or something. So in this Horizon Lab, there are multiple options are there, but the thing is they don't have they don't contain anything special inside any there isn't anything much settings or anything in here, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have any particular features. Like you have the network monitor indicator, which works perfectly fine, and then you have the caffeine mode to keep your device always what always on, and then you have the home screen settings, like which will enable you to hide the app, hide the app or lock the app, and you can change the icon pack. So this kind of settings are there here and there. So it is not like fully not customizable. What are all the features you need, basic features, it is available. Also along with that, you have the Google Photos Unlimited. Here you go and see, like your account storage is unlimited, so you can store the unlimited access. Not only about good things, there are some few things here and there which I find not appealing. Well, recently we have did a video of custom ROM on our Redmi Note 11, so where we have the multiple customization related to gaming, but here in this ROM there isn't any gaming feature, like to see say any turbo mode or performance mode, or to have the FPS in screen to view how much the PUBG is running and all. So gaming wise, I did a few gamings, a few sessions. It is working as expected, so there isn't much uh, thing to make a dedicated video or something, so I'm skipping that part entirely. And another thing is the CTS. So the CTS doesn't pass by default. Also the Google Play integrity is not at all there. So if I open Google Play and go to settings, here you see that this device just doesn't even have the certification enabled. So that problem is there. So in terms of using the banking apps, you may have the problem. So for that reason, you have to root this phone, and then you need to install some props to fix it in order to proceed further with the banking app. So I would say, if you are using it for some corporate usage or banking apps or related things, you have to avoid it first and foremost, I'm telling. And another thing that I was telling is there is no carrier aggregation. So whenever I do like so Netmaster, I have checked like what is the how many bands it is just connecting. It is just connected with only single band 2300. So we have checked in our MIUA that it was supporting two bands at a time, and the network download speed and upload speed also average. Like you see that you have a 38 megabits download and 7 megabits upload. So this is almost similar with our previous speed test with the MIUA, but the less band connection may have some network issue when you are in low network area. So that problem is there. And by default, there is no MIUA camera. You have this unappealing AOSP camera, which works. There isn't any problem, but MIUA camera would have been great to have it here. You can install the LMC Google camera. I have made a video on how to install it. So that Google camera is working perfectly on this Android 15 ROM. So not only this problem, you have some more problem, like for example, here I have a Google Play Store, and if I want to enable the free form, and if I go here and click it, so the free form is not at all working. So this is one of the important feature for me in recent days, to have the YouTube running, the podcast or something running in the back end or in the screen, and I can do another things. And then there is this um, taskbar feature which you can enable in the gestures, like in the settings system and the gestures. So navigation mode, and you can enable the taskbar. So this taskbar is a little bit glitchy. If I go and see here, it is coming, and quickly suddenly it is coming in the bottom. So this issue is there, but I don't know, it is not a big deal. And carrier aggregation is not working, Google Play integrity and the safety net is not working, so banking apps it have. Also the in other room I have mentioned about this nav bar coming in the middle, so the same problem is also there in here. Sometimes when you use YouTube or something, and from horizontal to vertical, when you come, this particular bar will be coming in the middle and coming bottom. So that problem was there. So these are all the problems are there in here. There isn't much customization in this. There are only a few customizations are available. And then you have these problems. Along with that, you have run the performance tests, like tests. First I will talk about the battery. So battery wise, you are getting what, around 7 hours or 7.5 hours screen on time, which is a little bit better than the HyperOS 2.0. And in terms of wildlife 3D mark, you are getting 645, which is almost same as the MIUI. And then the average frame rate is 3.7 3.87. And then AnTuTu score, you are getting 3 lakh 21,000, which is actually lesser than the MIUI. MIUI was getting 3 lakh 31,000. Here you are getting 3 lakh 21,000. 10,000 scores are reduced. So yeah, this is normal. It's not a big deal. And you have a camera to API enabled by default. And then you have the Geekbench 6. Geekbench 6 is having a slight higher score than the MIUA. You have 472, whereas in MIUA you have 456. And multi-core here is 1464, and in MIUA it is 1454. And graphical wise, you are getting 376. In MIUA it is 382. And thread speed we have checked, and the ROM is almost stable, like you are getting the stability score of 75%, which is higher than the MIUA. So MIUA were getting around 73% of stability. So yeah, these are all the performance testing. So performance wise, this is almost same, and somewhere it is better than the MIUA. Day to day usage wise also, there are multiple apps you can hold in here, which is working perfectly fine. I like it a lot. So performance wise, you won't feel any problem. So we are almost in the end of this ROM. So what are all the major positives? Well, this is the latest ROM, depicts like a pixel, and then you have features like unlimited Google storage and network multi-indicator caffeine mode, and home screen, this one. So all the basic features works fine. So what are the bad things? Well, the safety net doesn't work, so banking apps will have some issues, and uh, carrier aggregation doesn't work. There isn't any toggle to enable the carrier aggregation, and free form doesn't work, and there are some few glitches. And yeah, those are some of the problem which you may encounter when you try to install this particular OS. So yeah, that's what about this video. So hope you find it useful. Yeah, if you like the review, just leave a like and subscribe to this channel here, and watch previous videos of installing this if you would like to go ahead and install it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Code Moto.